And hello, my fellow nerds. This is Oracle Nerd, and welcome back once again to Road Trip. Well, actually, not welcome back, but welcome to a game called Road Trip to Hell. This is another visual novel game that I found while going around Itch.io. I have no idea what I'm about to get myself into, so just go ahead and click the new game. I was spending a good while trying to find a game to play, and I found this one. This game contains a a hot woman, a hot dude, guns, and a dingy trailer and crime. Would you like to view the the spoiler content warnings? Heck yeah. Also contains a bit of bloodshed and characters with questionable morals. Yep, that sounds about right. Reader discretion is advised. Now, dear reader, let's begin. Thank you for the background claps. You wake up stomach burning with a dull pain. Is there cramp or is it hunger? You can't tell, but it doesn't really matter. It still hurts. And it stops you from getting your beauty sleep. We can't be having that now, can we? You get up out of bed. Oh, so I'm guessing this is us? He looks to be sleeping peacefully. Or not, we're just looking through someone's POV. The art style kind of reminds me of a certain game. I'm not going to say which game. Some of you probably will know what it is. You don't want to disturb him, but if you just let him sleep, you're not going to be able to sleep. Honey, honey, wake up. Um, there he is, your lovely husband. Mhm. Looking into his tired but cute face makes you happy about being the Mrs. Adeline Blackwood to his Mr. Evan Blackwood. I'm hungry. Okay, so this is our character. So this is who she is. Interesting. Ada, could you wait a bit longer? Please? Use your most nefarious tactic against him. A puppy dog stare. Come on, that's not fair. You know I can't resist. You don't relent. Alright, there should be some food at the gas station. He gets his lovely ass out of bed and escorts you down out of the trailer. Oh, see, I knew this art style seemed familiar. Ah, the loveliest destinations on a romantic road trip. The obligatory gas station. What are you waiting for? Go and pick some out. Okay. Oh, silhouettes. All right. A mop. The bathroom floor looks like it could really use this. Ah, well, not your problem, Mr. Adeline Blackwood. Or Miss Adeline Blackwood, I should say. Got a bag of chips. And a bottle of vodka. Oh, vodka? You just said vodka here? You take a look inside the fridge to find all sorts of food. Frozen meals, alcohol, ice cream, pomegranates? I have been craving pomegranates. Got a pomegranate. Alright. Let's go check out then. Excuse me. The cashier looks up from whatever the hell they were doing. How much will all this be? You place the food onto the counter. The cashier lets out the most exasperated sighs they can muster and begin clacking on the cash register. Of course, this exhaustion stops when they announce the toll. That'll be $200. What? Yeah, no, you can't buy this. Your itty bitty charred hearts drops. Oh, really? You can't give a couple's discount? No can do. You know how the economy's been screwing businesses over. And people like us, too. The cashier rolls their eyes. Not good, cashier person. This is your first mistake. Please, my cravings have been acting up. Evan and I are expecting after all. Are you serious? Well, since you clearly have the money to pop a baby out of this economy, your total is now $400. Strike number 2, cashier. Come on, you're not about to do that to a pair of newlyweds, are you? Of course I am. And that was their third. Your hot husband points his revolver towards the cashier. Okay, so it's gonna be that kind of story. Yep. I understand. He's determined to get your damn food through any means necessary. How romantic. As for you, cashier, good on you. 3 strikes and... you're out. Evan looks not the least bit affected by shooting the cashier's brains out. Ah well, guess that's what being a serial killer does to you. Oh, sweet. This kind of reminds me of a senpai from FNF. Phew. Now this is the man you married. Nothing at all like your dad, unchivalrous guy he was. No matter how much blood is spilled, you still love Evan. And the work he does, of course. Might not be honest, but at least it's hard and fun work. Blood is splattered over the floor. And your clothing... fuck. You're all covered in blood. It's fine. I've been wanting to make a fashion statement after all. At least let me wipe it off your face. He tries to wipe the fresh blood off your face. It winds up smearing and mixing with your makeup. Hey, how about we clean up the crime scene first? Of course. Oh, good thing there's a convenient mop right over here. Got a mop. Okay, wait. Item. Bag of chips, bag of chips. Perfect for cravings. Pomegranate. Vodka. Perfect for the honeymoon. Mop. Clean, clean, clean! Okay, I guess that is the mop. Why does it skip over vodka like that? Oh, okay, I just have to interact. There we go. Alright, that's all the blood cleaned up. There's still blood in both of us. Oh, right. We could probably clean up in the bathroom. Door's locked. There's a place to put a coat, right? Oh, is it right? Very dead cashier. You consider eating him. Why? You're eating it. But you don't feel like making your husband chop him up right now. Yep, I had a feeling. Getting bloodier. Well, close succession, you finish sheet of paper. Let's go in his bathroom door code. It was easy. Soda, ice cream, chicken nuggets, and juice? Don't look so down. This will be easy to figure out. You accidentally licked some of the blood off your face. Now you're thinking what to pair it up with from here. Thinking of eating over the corpse? How would you know? What kind of husband would I be if I didn't know what you were thinking? Looking into the fridge, you realize the cravings could be satisfied with the contents. There's enough here to make the most questionable meal ever. 3 bottles of soda, 6 tubs of ice cream, 9 boxes of chicken. Oh, wait, this is the code. 3... Okay, so wait. So... gotta write this down. So... 3, 6... Wait, maybe I should write how much there is of each one. So 3 soda, 6 ice cream, 9 chicken nuggets, and 0 bottles of juice. 0 juice. So 3690? Very healthy, yes. It worked! Hey, there we go. The 2 of you, somehow, managed to wash all the blood off your clothing. You're almost done with the crime scene. Now it's just the body you've got to worry about. You and Evan begin cauterizing the cashier's wounds with a cigarette lighter. The 2 of you would much rather not leave a corpse here, otherwise it would be too obvious that something sketchy happened. Instead, you'll need to take them, lock the station's doors, and dump the body off somewhere. You feel yourself sweating a bit from the heat. Ada, don't overexert yourself. And looks like he noticed. I won't. Besides, you know that once we're done, I'll just be lazing around. You know damn well that you probably won't be lazing around. Instead, you'll be thinking about the body count of the next big heist. That will be good. You need to relax a bit after all. And with me to hold everything down, you won't have anything to worry about. I suppose. Hey, can I ask you something? Of course. Well, you definitely picked out some interesting snacks. Well, hell no, did you realize? You sure as hell didn't want to tell him the news in some shitty gas station. But he's catching on, you think. Being the good wife you are, you just can't lie to him. Before even thinking about it, but what you're feeling rational is rational, you blurt. Evan, I'm pregnant. Ah, well, I wasn't gonna ask that, but he freezes in place like a malfunctioning machine. He's seen he's seen torn organs, bones jutting out of the skin, and contorted bloody limbs. Yes, this phases him? Evan? Madeline, you're gonna be a mom, and I'm gonna be a dad. This is. I thought you were just kidding with the cashier. Well, if I'm gonna deal with cramps and morning sickness, I might as well reap the benefits. You two hug and jump right by the cashier's corpse. There's something so morbid for jumping for joy at the thought of giving life right after taking it away. Ah, well, it's not like you or Evan care. A few weeks later, you and your husband have been thinking about caring for the baby. After a couple of heists and assassinations here and there, you have you have a shit ton of money. Once you sell the trailer, you'll have more than enough to make sure the baby lives comfortably. So, Ada, how have you been feeling? Pretty good, actually. I'm glad. Sorry about not being here as much lately. It's fine, Evan. It's not. It's not like you're away just drinking like my own dad. You're right, but I still don't like leaving you here alone. It's the thought that counts. I guess you're right. Still, with this work we do you think the kid will turn out fine? What makes you ask? Says you, a woman with a thirst for blood, to a contract and impulse killer. Fine in your mind sure as hell isn't what your parents think is fine. The rest of the world, for that matter, rightfully so. Wait, it says Adeline, but he's talking. Like, if we get arrested, what happens to the kid then? That's pretty obvious. They're just gonna get thrown into foster care or something like that. And we won't get to see them grow up. Hell, if we ever got sentenced, it would probably last even after our deaths. Hey, the police didn't give a shit when your mom tried to kill you. I don't see why they'd care all that much now. Yeah, you're right about that. As always, sweetie. Now, if you're so worried about getting caught, I have a plan. First, we stop the constant criminal activity. We have more than enough money to love comfortably anyways. If you want to do it for fun, you need to be extra careful. Then we'd be the best parents ever. Because if the kid loves us enough and we wind up in prison, they'll be so desperate that they'll break us out. And last but not least, we start with a fresh slate. I like the sound of all that. Aw, you're too kind. I've been able to think of everything we need to do. It'll be simple for the most part, since we're gonna live somewhere new. But I can't for the life of me think of new names. Since you came up with most of the plan, it only makes sense that I come up with them. Just nothing dumb, please. He sits and thinks, and on the old steering wheel. How about we name them Ashlyn and Everett Hollows. I like the sound of that. Plus, the names are close enough to our real names. real names that it won't be too much of an adjustment. Evan nods to you and happy that you approve. Not that you would have disagreed with anything that came out of his lovely lips. Now, the first name makes sense, but how do we go from Blackwood to Hollows? Hallows? It just feels right for us. Maybe it's because your souls are probably hollow? Eh, who you know that already. Not to mention it's pretty far from the original surnames. I don't want to even think about the name Blackwood again. It's fair. Hallows? Hallows. I like it. Ashlyn Hallows and Everett Hallows. Speaking of names, what do you want to name the baby? Well, if, if the baby's a boy, I'd like to name him Arthur. He'll be our little king. And if the baby's a girl? You sit in silence for a bit, thinking of what your future little princess. I'd like the name Adalia. Dahlia Hollows. Yeah, that's a pretty name. For some reason, Adalia Hollows feels just right. We all know that you've been wanting a gut instinct person. That you've been a gut instinct person. A few months later, you and Evan flocked to Libretto City, the land of tall buildings, pigeons, and broken dreams. It's far enough from your home city that no one will ever recognize you. Plus, it's filled with the brim with fellow criminals who will understand your plight. Of course, Libretto City isn't all hunky-dory. For one, it's cold, wet, and gloomy. Every time it rains, you feel like you're living in a noir film. It's nothing at all like the scale. Oh God. It's not like all like the scalding, sunny deserts that you'd leave the mental tin of a terrible trailer in. So sadly, you can't wear your summer dresses all year. Now you can only wear them during the summer, as intended by the designer. Secondly, much like noir films, there's a shit ton of annoying detectives and cops. For a city so riddled with crime, their spirits and determination are quite high. Unfortunately, they are very passionate about their jobs. And third, no matter how much you reassure Evan, wait, that's not right. Everett? Yeah, Everett Hallows, your husband. No matter how much you reassure Everett that the two of you won't get caught, he still spends the nights awake watching the news. None of these things concern you enough to warrant leaving, though. The two of you wind up with a lovely baby girl. Adalia Hollows. Hollows. Oh, look at her! She's a lovely girl. High grades, high ambition, liked by pretty much everyone. Everything that you and Everett ever wanted for a child. True, she cheats on most of her tests, wants to become a mafia leader, and threatens people with homicide if they don't like her. But the two of you encourage it. After all, what kids don't dream of strangling each other every now and then, right? And how could you guys say no to your little girl after all the denials from your parents? You're no longer the Blackwood family. You're the Hallows family. You love your kid more than either of your parents ever loved you. Isn't that a good thing? Surely she'll go on to be as beautiful as you and as hardworking as her dad. She'll be a good young woman. Many, many more years later, you don't know why the hell you're fighting with your husband again. Oh wow, they look different now. Why won't you just listen to me? Look, look, all I'm saying is that you can't threaten to cut people's heads off for someone just looking at me. Weren't they going to take you from me? Of course not. Either way, you belong to me. Wait, Adalia? That happened when we sealed the deal with the marriage. You know that he's too smart to fire back with something. Oh wait, is that Adalia? Oh wait, that's our daughter? But he's headstrong enough to mutter something under his breath. This marriage is nothing at all like the one your parents had. Oh, so we're her perspective now. What did you just say? Look, I don't want to talk about it. Just leave me alone. No, what the hell are you saying? Fine, then. Your parents practically served me on a silver platter to you. There, happy now? Even after I said no to the marriage several times, your parents forced my parents to give me up to you. Thought I'd never catch on? Well, screw me for deciding to marry a detective. Screw him for saying something you already knew. You were the one to ask your parents to make him yours, after all. And being the amazing parents they are, they gave him to you, just like you deserve. You need to do a little favor for... You need them to do you a little favor right now, just because you're getting tired of Asher. Mother and father would understand why you're so unhappy like this, after all. Asher doesn't bend to your whims like you want. You thought that maybe you could break him in like a new pair of shoes. But he just never stops. Not when you first married him, and certainly not in the 15 years you've been married to him. He's not a good toy anymore. Hello, Mother? Oh, Adalia, sweetie, how are you? It's been so long. I'm perfectly fine, Mother, thank you. And how's your little baby? He's fine. He's so well behaved, you know. I don't have to scream and yell at him to make him do as I please. Oh, I knew you'd be such a great mother, Adalia. Granted, you still do yell at your kid. Gotta break him in. You hope he turns into a young man who devotes everything to you. And how's Asher? I was just about to start speaking about my issues with him. He hasn't been satisfying me lately. Oh, Adalia, that's horrible. How can I help? You didn't even need to ask, and she complied. You love your mother. And her favors, of course. I just need your father to send something over. Something that'll teach Asher a lesson about how he should have been a good husband. Castor oil plants. They're so pretty, don't you think? My son has a knack for horticulture. He'd like having one. Ah, I see. She knows that you don't want them for gardening. Castor bean plants produce castor beans, as the name implies. The blossoms are so pretty that you could just say that it's a houseplant. A very poisonous houseplant at that. After speaking with your dear mother, you're happy. Your life is gonna be perfect now, all thanks to your lovely mother. It's what you deserve. This is the end this is the end of the visual novel? Wait, what, that's it? Just 23 minutes for this? If you like it and want to see the fallout of this plot, check the Cardinal Park case. Okay? I guess I could check that out at some point. Alright, Road Trip to Hell. Okay, well then. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this video here for now. This is actually a very fun game. I like this a lot, and I know this is just the first part of the game, but I will think about it at some point. I'm not sure why it says continue, because I never saved, but I'm gonna leave this video here now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.